Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be a PUBG news roundup for the end of April, May, and going into June. We got a couple of new events going on right now. One of them is the new fan art contest, where a lucky winner is going to win $5,000 for their fan art contribution to PUBG if they choose it, and will implement that design, that skin, into the game. We've got brand new Amazon Prime Amazon Prime loot drops and in-game mission rewards, and there's a new event called Save the Newbies for new players. Then there's an esports competition called PUBG Next or Next Pro, but it's region specific and not really what you would think. So let's go ahead and jump right in. All right, as usual with these little reviews, PUBG does have or does not have dark mode enabled, so I've just copied and pasted everything over to a Word document. Hopefully that's easier for y'all's eyes and of course my own as well. So first, let's cover the special drops and Prime gaming rewards. Let me zoom in just a bit if I can without covering anything up. There we go. Okay, so this is going to be this article was out a day ago by PUBG. So they're going to have new rewards and new in-game rewards. So let's scroll down here. First up is this all starts in May, or technically, like, I think you're seeing this video tomorrow. It actually should start the day you're seeing this video, April like 29th or something like that. You're going to have 8 login bonuses, 8 daily login bonuses. So day 1, you log in, get 100 polymer. On day 2, 200 polymer. There's some XP boosts in there if you don't already have rank 500. And then day 6 and day 7, those are the important ones. You're going to get 30 contraband coupons between those 2 days. 30 contraband coupons is enough to open 3 contraband crates for free. Those 3 crates have a possibility of a number of different items, including the new progressive Mark 12 skin, which I did a video on recently. If you haven't checked it out, top right of your screen or down in the description below, where we spent like 15,000 G coin that PUBG gave us to see how many skins we could get. And then you get a bonus XP boost and a 5 days 1 level up towards your battle pass, survivor pass, whatever the heck they call it these days. Then they have Amazon Prime Gaming loot drops. Now, this one is going to include a number of things. Number 1, the new Dacia PUBG spray, which, let me scroll back up. It's this guy here, this little Dacia spray with the level 3 helmet guy hanging out the side. You get that as a spray emote. And in addition to that, you get the silver G-Coin box, which when you open it up has a chance to have like anywhere from, I think, 10 up to 300 G-Coin. So it's like a random roll G-Coin box. Then you're going to get 10 contraband coupons. Again, that's enough to open up 1 crate, and 30 polymer. So the polymer is not really that great, but this other stuff's pretty cool, and it's free. If you have Amazon Prime and you link your Amazon Prime account to your PUBG and Twitch account, which if you don't know how to do all of that, I made a really quick short video on how to link all that properly, and I also went over some of the common errors that you may get if your stuff doesn't stay linked or you're not getting the rewards after you link it. So that video will be up above you or in the description below. Be sure to go check that out if you're having issues with it linking or getting your rewards. These rewards are available on PC and console starting, like I said, by the time you see this video, it should be available that day, and it goes into the end of May, okay? Save the Newbies next. Now, this is going to be really only for new players that joined after PUBG went free to play, which was like January 12th or something like that. So if you are a new player and you joined after that time, this is going to be for you. If you are not a new player, but you're returning back to PUBG after not playing for 60 days, this also applies to you. So there's some limitations inside of there, but all you have to do is log into the game and you should receive this limited edition Save the Newbies hoodie. It says, receive your Survivor in Training hoodie that'll automatically be granted to your inventory by April 21st, 7 a.m. UTC. So that's when the event started, and it goes on for, I don't think, a month or something like that. There's currently a delay in the distribution of the hoodies for newbies. Every hoodie will be granted to every newbie by April 22nd. Okay, so if you've logged in already, you should have it. If you haven't logged in, get logged in, and you should still be able to receive it here. Number 2, you don't need to do this with the hoodie, but if you make a kill or get an assist in a normal or casual mode with a fellow newbie or an expert player as a duo, squad, or even as a solo, you and your teammate will get a nickel G-Coin box. That nickel G-Coin box can have anywhere from like 10 to 100 G-Coin inside of it. It's just a random roll of G-Coin. And then you can win a normal or casual mode, again, with a fellow newbie, so a player who just started after free-to-play, or an expert player, a player who has over the rank 80 or who been playing before PUBG went free-to-play. If you do that again, you win the game, you also get another G-Coin box. So to wrap that up, you can get 2 nickel G-Coin boxes, one by making a kill or getting an assist with a newbie or an expert player. If you are a newbie, you both get a nickel G-Coin box. Then if you win a normal mode or win a casual mode is the one with all bots, just in case you're confused on that, with expert player, if you're a newbie, or if you're an expert player, you have to play with a newbie, and you both get a nickel G-Coin box. And this little bottom bit just explains what consists of an expert, what consists of a newbie, etc. This is available again from April 21st all the way to May 10th. So you got about, I guess, a week and a half, almost 2 weeks to complete that. If you're looking for a new player to play with, PUBG does have links to all of the regions' discords. So all of the different regions, there's a link to their discords. I'll put a link to this dev letter in the description. So if you really want to go and find a new player in your region, you can go to that link, go find the Discord region, and then go there. Or you can do the find a teammate feature inside of PUBG's UI. So either way will work. All right, next up is going to be the 2022 fan art contest. This is going to be where artists can submit their sneaker designs for PUBG skins, and the winner that gets chosen is going to get $5,000 USD for having their design chosen, and then that design will be implemented into the game, which, hey, sounds really, really cool to me. I'd love to see them do something like this for weapon skins and stuff too. That'd be really neat. Okay, so how to participate. You submit your design to this address, pubgcontest@krafton.com, along with your PUBG nickname, your game platform, and a brief description of your design's concept in the email. You can go to the official website once the contest menu is open and cast your vote to your favorite design. So we'll probably do a video when that opens up as a community. Maybe we kind of just see what we're all vibing with, what design we like the best, and we'll submit that. A total of 4 sketches are needed. You got to give a top, a side, profile, all the kind of different profiles that they need for the artwork. And it has to be a certain size and all that kind of stuff. I'm not going to go over those details. If you're an artist, of course, and you're interested in submitting your application or your artwork, I'll put the link to that in the description below. Please follow through with that. This is just like rules, who can enter, who can't enter, all that. This goes from April 22nd to May 20th. The voting period is May 31st to June 8th. So that's when we'll be able to review all the different submissions and kind of give our votes and our thoughts on which ones we think they're best. The winners will be drawn June 10th, and or the winner, I should say, not winners. And it's 5,000 USD. The winner is responsible for payment of taxes and charges applicable when receiving the prize. Oh, I didn't notice this. 5 finalists who make it to the public voting section will get 50,000 G-Coin. That's actually pretty cool. That's like $600, I think. Or as a 15,000 G-Coin is like $150. So times what? Times 3 and some change. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Okay. That's pretty cool. And then here's just some terms of service and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, there you go. So look forward in a couple of weeks. We'll be doing a review on all the artwork that was submitted. And hey, if you submit something yourself, let us know in the comments below so we can hopefully bump you up in the votes. See if we can't get one of the community members some cool skins in the game and then get some money for their hard work. That'd be really cool. All right, second to last, so we're going to go over the community care package. Now, I'm not going to go over the whole thing in detail. Basically, the community care package is PUBG's devs' way of getting in contact with the community about top-down, high-level overview of issues. So instead of like the dev letter, how it was like super in-depth, this is what we're going to go over, this is our game plan for the rest of the year, this is just kind of the community manager's feedback on a lot of the pertinent questions that the community has been asking for across multiple regions. So number one, map selection. So they're already a few months into PUBG's free-to-play mode, and they've been looking at all the different player accounts for all the different regions. They hear our request about Battle Royale and Mini Royale maps. However, they decided not to go that route, not to create multiple matchmaking pools by having a Battle Royale with all the big maps and a Mini Royale playlist with all the small maps. They decided that they can't support it for all the regions, and so right now they're going to not go down that route. They're going to keep the map rotation the same as it currently is. And if you want to read exactly why the details, feel free to check out that link in the description. But basically, they looked at the numbers, they heard our request, and they just can't justify it because honestly, the way they read is that there's too many options in PUBG currently between FPP, TPP, solo, duo, solo squad, and squad, and then you have vice versa for TPP and FPP. There's already so many queues, and some regions even still have map selection to this day. So there's a lot of different options going on, and it's a really split issue. And it's unfortunate that they decided on that, but maybe it's for the best given the numbers of players, because I personally wouldn't want to play in a game mode that had more bots if it simply meant I could choose the map I wanted to play. I would prefer to have random maps with no bots. However, the flip side of that coin for me is that I would actually be okay with map selection, or at the very least Battle Royale, Mini Royale queue, and just not have 100 players. I'd be okay if they launched the game with 70 real players and just adjusted the circle closure time based on how many players are in the game. To me, that makes more sense, and that's funner for the players, gives them more choice, and they still get the full Battle Royale experience. Because a common thing that people don't realize sometimes in PUBG is that even if you have 100 players in the lobby, you yourself, you're never encountering 100 players. The most you might encounter is like 10 on average, 10 players on average in a game. So if there was 100 versus 70 and the circle closed in 3 minutes instead of 10 minutes, your gameplay experience is still going to be roughly the same. And in exchange, you get to choose potentially the maps or map that you want to play. So that's my 2 cents on that. So bot ratio and MMR, that's the skill-based matchmaking, basically, is MMR. So they said if the bot ratio is increased, it would only cause an inconvenience to our players. The bot ratio was recently reduced with various adjustment measures. So this is going back to how, like on console, the player count was really popping, so they were able to reduce and remove almost all the bots. PC, that's pretty much the same story these days. I very rarely come across bots. It is unfortunate when you do, but it's like maybe 5 bots a game out of 100 players. So in my opinion, that's really healthy numbers. And I'm all down for less bots, especially considering we got casual mode in the game and the training modes in the game, those sorts of things. They go into a bit more detail about what would happen if they added more bots or if they took out all the bots, etc. The short answer, the TLDR, is that it's going to stay the way it is right now. Whatever bot situation you have in your region, it's going to stay that way. Now, this next little section kind of drills back into the map selection part on server status. They basically are explaining how they need to see X amount of number of lobbies per hour to consider it healthy matchmaking. And if they were to split it anymore, they feel that they would fall below the healthy matchmaking criteria, which again is why they're not going to allow us to do map selection. Although a little comment, and this is totally going to be anecdotal, but yesterday when I was playing, and if you guys watch me on stream, it's twitch.tv/C_dome. We played maybe like 14 to 15 duos match, me and my buddy Motorbike Mike, and we legitimately had 11 Sandhawks that night. 11 Sandhawks. It was quite ridiculous to see that. And if they're not going to give us map selection, I would love if there is some kind of internal code ping that could reduce or make sure you don't get a lobby with a map that you've played like 3 times in a row. I wish there was some kind of little algorithm that said, if player plays this enter map here 3 times in a row, the next map can't be that map. I wish there was something like that in the game that would help prevent that. So nothing on that yet though. Next, this one is a weird one for me, man. The ranked divisional restriction. I don't play ranked, but I have friends who play ranked, and I'm in the PUBG partner Discord, and a lot of them play ranked, and they complain about this a lot, and rightfully so. If you're unfamiliar with how ranked works, is you have to play a certain amount of games to have a rank assigned to you. During that time, you can play with any ranked friend. So if your friend is like the diamond rank, like the highest ranked player, and you are unranked, you can play with your friends who are diamond up until you get a ranked placement. Once you get a ranked placement, if you place 10 ranks below your friend, you can no longer play with that friend. So if they're a diamond and you're whatever 10 rank below is, so like bronze, whatever, you can't join a lobby and queue up with your friends anymore, or you never could. The problem with that is in most regions, the ranked matchmaking pool is not that big. So they're forcing you to play alone, not play with your friends. But the strange part is that when you queue up, you can play against these higher ranked players. So me as a bronze 2, for instance, I could go against a full squad of diamond 4s, but I'm not allowed to queue up with my friends who are diamond 4s. It's a very, very dumb rule that PUBG has, where you can't have a 10 plus tier gap between your lobby's squad mates, but you can play against people that have a 10 plus tier gap. It doesn't make any sense at all. And despite many requests from a lot of people in the PUBG community, they said nope, based on their analysis, they're going to keep it exactly the way it is right now, unfortunately. All right, next is the console enhanced graphic option. Now, I know this is going to strike a chord for a lot of you folks, because I know a lot of y'all have been asking for this for a while now on console. And PUBG's been teasing it too, but they basically have said they were working very hard on doing their enhanced graphic option on console, but after almost 2 years, they're still unable to let you take advantage of your higher spec console hardware. It's still too early to release specific timing, but they are getting close to finishing development on the enhanced graphic option, and they want to share as much information as possible through this letter. Hi, my girl. The reason why they delayed the rollout of the different graphical options is because all of the surge in console crashes. So they had to put a lot of the dev resources onto that. And then now that that's kind of slowing back down, they're going to put more resources back onto the graphics overhaul. Another reason for the delay is that they needed support from like PlayStation, Xbox, and the newer generation consoles to collab with those developers. And because of that, it's kind of pushing the timeline down for what they originally were hoping to get that out for. So long story short, they are still working on it. It's not ready yet. Their target is to create an environment where users with higher spec console devices can play PUBG with a steady 60 FPS at a higher resolution. And they're planning to improve anti-aliasing from the current fast approximate anti-aliasing to the temporal anti-aliasing, which will soften the sharper edges that you see on objects. So it'll make graphics look better, it'll make the game look smoother, and you'll hopefully be able to play at 1440p and or even 4K at 60 frames per second. And this little image that they have here is probably gonna be really hard for you to tell on this little video, but it shows you the difference between full HD, 1080p, 1440p, and 4K, and the different anti-aliasing modes with that. So feel free to take a look at that in the dev letter if you want to compare. They put a little snippet in there for anti-cheat, nothing concrete to share. They just said they're going to be back with another anti-cheat announcement soon. All right, now that's it for the community care package. I know a lot of it is not positive news. Honestly, most of it's negative news in terms of it's just them communicating that they hear you on your requests, but they're not going to be able to approve or meet you halfway on your request. And you know what? I got to look at it this way. I appreciate them at least responding. It's better than people thinking their questions are falling on deaf ears. So, hey, at least they replied and said, we hear you, we're looking at it, but we just don't think it's the right option for us right now. I appreciate that more than just dead silence. All right, last but not least, we're going to jump on over to PUBG Next Pro. For those that don't know, this account was just created in April of 2022. They had some teases about the stage is set. Are you prepared? PUBG Next Pro kicking off soon. A lot of people are getting hyped because it kind of felt like, is there some official PUBG esports stuff going on? Is this like a way for amateur players to get into the esports scene? And then we come to find out yesterday they tweeted this out. Yikes. Here we go. They tweeted this out. Daily tournaments, monthly leaderboards, Europe, West, and MEA, regions only. Stay tuned for competition details and to learn how you can get involved. So, not much to go off of, except this seems like it's going to be almost like a GG leaderboards, where it's like a game battles. You can go to this website, you can play in these certain regions, compete for the leaderboards, daily tournaments for prizes, maybe money, maybe not money, I don't know. But it doesn't seem like it's sponsored or affiliated with PUBG esports in any shape or manner. It doesn't seem like it. I could be wrong, but I guess we'll see. What's interesting is that Europe, West, and MEA only. No word on like North America or any other region for that matter. So let me know what you guys think about that. Are you excited about this tournament situation? If you are, and this region doesn't hit where you are, I would highly recommend that y'all go to my buddy's website, PUBGlookup.com. He actually does his own league. So you can go to the website, you log in, you go to league, go to open season, and you can join console or PC. And it only allows 500 players, and it's 3-week periods, and it refreshes every 3 weeks. But you can compete against other players in your region and see kind of where you stack up. A lot of popular players are doing it. So if you want to see how you stack up against, Tig and HWin, and I mean, you can look at the statistics and see where you fall against all your buddies. It's really cool. It's community driven. It's completely free. And like I said, all you have to do is go to PUBGlookup.com, log in, go to the top where it says leagues and open season, and just click join. So I joined the solo, but you kind of have to play a good bit of matches to really see where you're at, because it takes like the top 10 matches or top 20 matches or something like that. I forget the exact parameters on it. But anyway, I'm rank 15. So out of all the players that are on the solo, out of 60 players or 59 players, I'm ranked 15. And you can click on the details, and it kind of breaks it down here, and it shows average time alive or total time alive, how many matches you played. Okay, so it takes the best 30 matches and I've played 67 matches. And as you can see, a lot of these folks are playing a lot more than I am right now, in the hundreds to 200s, you know, matches. Tracks your kills, your rank points, your wins, player kills, bot kills. Holy cow, these guys are farming bots. Look at this, 57-47, LOL. But yeah, so it's a really cool free thing for you to do. So if you're into esports or tournaments, leagues, etc., I'd recommend going to check out PUBG Lookup. All right, I'm going to wrap the video up there, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with a buddy. Get subscribed for more PUBG content if you haven't already. And you can check us out on any of our live streams. We stream 5 days a week at twitch.tv/C_dome. But if you've been following along with any of my streams, you know my schedule is absolutely hectic. I mean, it's been almost a week since I even had a video on the YouTube channel. So my apologies for that. But I'm working these crazy 12-hour shifts 6 days a week. I get 1 day off right now, and I'm doing that for like 50 days. I'm halfway through that schedule, and then at the end of next month, end of May, my daughter's going to be born. So I mean, I'm trying to find my time to get these videos out to you guys and, you know, stay involved. So please bear with me on that. Oh, and by the time you're seeing this video, it'll be Friday. We're actually going to be hosting another community night. So if you want to come and join, play some games with me and the community members, or just watch us kick back and have some fun, again, that's going to be at twitch.tv/C_dome. We usually go live around 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right, so see you guys then. Take care. Peace.